And so as I stand before you on this Shabbat, I feel like I have to do a little bit of confessing. Do you know when they say about the maker of shoes, his children are the ones who are barefoot, or something to that effect?
Right.
I might have created something out in the wider community, but I don't know that our congregation is quite realizes how much is going on out there. Do you all know about Spread Sunshine, Not Hate in Vero Beach, kind?
Yeah.
Kind of. How many of you gotten a shirt so far? One. How many of you have a hat? How many of you have a sticker? If you have, oh, we got more stickers. We have more stickers out there. So I have the confession is this: we might have had a proclamation at the county commission. We went to the county commission, and this was set in motion by Brian Carmen, who's a member of Sunrise Rotary. Sunrise Rotary was one of the groups that reached out first when I said there has been a drop of anti-Semitic literature here in our community. If the Jewish community alone speaks out about it, it won't impact it. If lots of communities come out and say, we don't want that kind of hate in our community, then something will happen. And so Sunrise Rotary reached out. We've had a few folks from our congregation. We've had folks from the Center for Spiritual Care, folks from First Presbyterian, from Community Church, from the Unitarian Fellowship, from lots of different civic and religious organizations have all been coming. We've been meeting here, and this incredible messaging campaign has started. And so Brian said, why don't we go and do a proclamation to the county commission? And so we went to the county commission, we gave them all hats, and there was a proclamation against anti-Semitism and all forms of hate that the county commission and a bunch of us showed up in our t-shirts. And then, did I mention it went viral? Now, it doesn't go viral on social media because, it's Vero Beach, but it's gone viral socially. Because then I happened to be at a meeting with the school board and school district talking about our Holocaust education program, and I said, and wouldn't you know, there's a kindness campaign happening here in our community. Is the school district interested? Do you want to know what they said? They said, absolutely. Guess what we're doing in our school district? A kindness campaign. Our student advisory council, working with the superintendent, is having a meeting with them and doing all kinds of kindness projects. Would you like to come and present to them? And I said, sure. And I went and I presented to the Student Advisory Council, including 2 of our young people from our congregation. While I was there, and if you'd like to see the interview I did, hopefully we will get that out to the community. While I was there, the superintendent comes forward and he says, this is so exciting. It's so wonderful, Rabbi, that you and your group are going to be at the school board meeting next week. Todd's presenting this to the school board. And so on Monday this week, I went to the school board. We had a number of people again wearing the Spread Sunshine Not Hate t-shirt, and we gave hats to the members of the school board and the superintendent, and I was able to make a presentation and talk about Spread Sunshine Not Hate to our school board. And by the way, we've already got invitations to come back. Dr. Peggy Jones, who's on the school board, said, wouldn't it be wonderful if your group and Spread Sunshine Not Hate, and you're all there in your shirts at every school board meeting? This started as a response to anti-Semitism, and what's happening is really pretty incredible. The number of folks who are saying, this is what I want to see in my community. But I share it with you because, and I know some of you have tried to get on mailing lists to find out when the meetings are. That's just part of the challenge. We are starting to get more of that organized. If I was really good, I'd know when that next meeting is. I don't know, but I do have the shirts, and I have some stickers. And if somebody from our congregation would like to help with making sure those get distributed, that would be awesome. That would be wonderful to be able to put in more of an order for the shirts. The shirts do cost $20, and the hats are $10, and the stickers and cards are free, and they're funded in part by all of the t-shirts and the hats that get sold. in addition to getting the message out there, it's also getting the message out there. Because it's not just talk about kindness, because what is Judaism? Judaism is not a talk about tradition. Judaism is a doing tradition. And one of the things that we have seen and talked about is the relationships that have formed as different groups are meeting with each other. We were actually out at the men's club dinner last night, and one of the folks who was part of this group from the very beginning has seen challenges of anti-Semitism and other kinds of hatred in our community. And he had noticed at one of the churches that they had a Christmas ornament that could have been anti-Semitic. And he had seen it for 3 years, and he's like, I don't know what to do. Well, suddenly now, because of the interactions, he knows somebody at that church. And he was able to say to her, hey, do you know this is there? And she was able to go to the minister, who I know is an incredible mensch, and she said, do we know this is there? And he's already now written a beautiful letter to the other person saying, we're taking it down. That's not what we want our community to be. It's not just the message, it's also the connections, it's also the relationships. And the last piece that I tell you, a couple of different, is Debbie Padnock, who is part of the Center for Spiritual Care. She just moved here from the west coast of Florida. She was looking for some good kinds of trouble to stir up here in Indian River County. And she said, Rabbi, can I help? And she has become one of the people who does so much of the organizing and has become a real focal point for our Vero Beach Kind organization and for our campaign to spread sunshine, not hate. And one of the things that she says regularly that really makes an impression on me has been when she sees the sticker on her car, it is a signal and reminder to her that she has to be kind. It sounds so simple, doesn't it? But yet, what is incredible is she's saying it's not just to tell those people over there to be kind. What she's saying is, if we really want to spread sunshine, not hate, we can't just tell everybody else what they're doing wrong. We have to own it, what we are doing ourselves, and we have to do that incredible work of kindness, of talking to people and listening to people and being careful and caring with people. It's really, and it was a beautiful poem at the school board meeting that one of our seniors at Vero Beach High School read, and she talked about how kindness is to be kind, is to be human, and that's a lot of hard work. And so I stand before you on this Shabbat, and I hope that I'm not just doing stuff out there, because it's only going to be really meaningful out there if it makes the impact also in here. And so I invite you and to join in, not just to wait for me to do stuff, because that could take a while. I have a lot of things brewing, but I need some other master brewers. I need some people to come and help stir the pot and to bring in some yeast and to bring in some of their own sunshine. I need that ruach and koach, because spread sunshine, not hate, only goes so far if it's me wearing the hat or the t-shirt or the sticker. But think about how much further it goes if it's person to person, mitzvah ger mitzvah, every mitzvah leading to another, and it's all of you handing out hats and shirts and stickers and offering that wisdom of don't just talk about spreading sunshine, not hate. Be able to communicate it to the people who cross your paths and find those opportunities to bring it forth from yourself. Or zarua latzadik ulyishur lev simcha. We can plant those seeds of light. We can bring kindness and justice and righteousness and caring into our world. I invite you on this Shabbat to help with this incredible act. So we have the opportunity. It's gone really far, and we can make it go further as we spread sunshine, not hate, in our midst. Amen? Amen. Shabbat Shalom.